Welcome, race fans, to Pacific Coast International Raceway and Race 4 of the Group B Rally Madness Tournament. I'm your host, Vinny, and unfortunately, Sandy Shore is not with us tonight. She is mysteriously missing. Hopefully, she'll be back next race to let us know what's going on. In the meantime, first up we have James Ironbeard in his Shelby Daytona Coupe and Speedball Herman in his Porsche 911 Rally, our Ross Ungod in the 84 Quattro, and John T.S. Court in his 70 Ford Escort. On pole, we're looking at James Ironbeard with Speedball Herman on his left, Ross Ungod in position 3, and John T.S. Court in position 4. And they're off. Coming down the backstretch, James Ironbeard jumps in the lead, stretches it out down Pine Hill and comes into the big turns. Ooh, slides a little bit, but he's got a nice lead. Meanwhile, there's a group of 3 coming down back stretch. James Ironbeard takes first. Looks like Speedball Herman had a little mishap here. Wow, nice cars he plowed into. Hope he's got good insurance. Those people just barely miss it. You'd think they'd learned since last race. But let's see if we can't see once they get this cleaned up, see if we can't see a replay and see what happened here. And down the stretch now, oh yeah, we can see they're getting tangled up, fighting for second position as James Ironbeard takes the lead. They're still all grouped up, coming through into the 45-degree turn in turn 5. Speedball Herman is reversed, but now he's going straight. As they come down the concrete straightaway, they're still in a big group. James Ironbeard easily wins his first lap. And we just see the aftermath of the crash. Looks like Ross Ungod took second. Speedball Herman was in second. See if we can get a different camera view and see actually what happened. Here we go, James Ironbeard coming down first. Oh yeah, he understeered and caught the rail. Oh, wow! Okay, looks like Speedball Herman understeered and then countersteered a little too much. Let's get a little bit close up here on the rail. Steered hard to get off the rail and put him on the other side of the rail. Meanwhile, Ross Ungod looks like he might have hit him, but oh my. He got hit by the spinning car of Speedball Herman. Let's take one more quick look at that. A little slower maybe. So he gets caught on the right rail. Did he really get hit by Ra, or did he hit something else? Oh, it looks like, it's hard to tell. Well, the good thing is, we've got word Speedball Herman's okay and ready to race again, and no one was injured. So James Ironbeard takes 5 points, Ross Ungod 3, and John Court 2. And we're set up for lap 2. 8.10 on the time, so the record isn't near being broke yet. Lap 2, we got Speedball Herman on the pole and John Court on his left. And they're off. Coming down the back straightaway is Speedball Herman, followed closely by James Ironbeard. Tries to make a pass, but gets shut down by Speedball Herman, and then he slides a little bit. Speedball goes into a slide too. Coming around the last corner, and Speedball will take first. And James Ironbeard is flipped. And he blocked the road, and John Court has hit him, and we're looking for Ross Ungod is up at the top. He is flipped over. We'll have to take a quick look at some of the film and see what exactly happened there. Is that a bear or something lying there? Okay, we'll have to get crews out here to see what's going on with the wildlife too. When we get this whole mess cleaned up and straightened out, we'll take a look. Here we see John Court and Ross Ungod at the top of the hill. And as they come down, it looks like Ra got on the rail and hit the end of that guardrail. And that stopped him cold, flipped him over. And coming down the straightaway, we see Speedball Herman's okay. Oh, James Ironbeard hits the rail and he rolls over. He was in second. He had it set up, and down comes John Court. He's going to hit him, and he prevents him from passing the finish line. Neither of them get there, and so that's a 3 car DNF. Speedball Herman taking 5 points. That tightens the score up a little bit. Ironbeard and Speedball Herman tied at 5. And 8.6 lap is in no danger of breaking any records. Lap 3 coming up. John T.S. Court in the pole position and Ross Sungod to his left. And they're off. Coming down the hill, they're kind of tight packed. John Court in the lead and Speedball's challenging him. It's a big pack pile up. Getting through to turn 5, and I'm not sure what's going to happen here. Looks like John Court and Speedball Herman is broken away. We might have lost the other two, and John Court will take first and Speedball Herman taking second. And Ross Sungod and James Ironbeard were left behind in turn 5. Looks like it was about 11.5 seconds, but here we see the replay. And Speedball almost passed John Court and caused a big old mishmash. They make it through the 45-degree turn 4, and it's still quite a squash up. It looks like both Ron and James Ironbeard went high, and that slowed them down, and they lost momentum. The other two just made it. All right, so now Speedball Herman's got 8 points, and John Court's got 7. Getting ready for lap 4. 11.5. No record's broken there. Lap 4 now. Ross Sungod has a pole position and James Ironbeard on his left. And they're off. Let's come in the back straightaway evenly matched. James Ironbeard pulling ahead of Ross Sungod. Going into turn 4. They all make it through. Ironbeard has got a nice lead going down into turn 6 and finishes in first. Ross Sungod in second. And Speedball Herman comes up in third. We're missing John Court, and he is stopped in turn 5. Alright, let's go back and 7.9, that's getting closer to the record, but it's not it yet. Looking at the replay, we got a nice group coming down the back stretch. As they come into the turn, James Ironbeard and Ross Sungod door to door, and Ironbeard takes the lead. Speedball Herman in third as they come around to turn 4. And there's a bit of a mess as several of the cars slide out. Looks like Rob makes it fine. John Court is being blocked by Speedball Herman. And I think that's where he lost his momentum. Speedball Herman had just enough to get by, I think. Well, obviously he did. He finished the race. So we see Ironbeard taking this one easily again. First place for him. And that ties the score up now after 4 laps. James Ironbeard and Speedball Herman knotted at 10. John Court is 7 and Ross Sungod is 6. And a 7.9 second. I think a 7.6, I believe, is number 5th record. So we'll see if anyone can get to 5th. Now we got in pole at 5, Ironbeard in pole now again, and Speedball Herman on his left. And they're off. And on the back stretch, Ironbeard takes a nice lead. The Speedball Herman spins out a little bit, while James Ironbeard is unleashed and flying down to first place and will easily take this lap. Speedball Herman takes second. Ross Sungod third. And John Court looks like he's wedged underneath the guardrail there. We'll have to see what happened there once we get him yanked out of there. Hopefully his car's not too damaged. Get back in this race. Let's see if we can find out what happened here. You see James Ironbeard barely keeping that Daytona under control. As he goes around turn 5, you see the group heading up there. Can't really see what's going on from this camera angle. Alright, turn 5 camera, you see James Beard flying through turn 4. Here comes the group. And John Court he just hit that sign or that guardrail at just the right angle to wedge himself into there. There we see the track record is 7.6 to get on the board. James is about 12/10 of a second behind. Okay, lap 6 now. Speedball Herman in pole position. John Court on his left. Iron Beard behind him and Rod Sungod in position 4. And they're off. And back straight. Speedball Herman's got a nice lead, followed by James Ironbeard. Coming into turn 4 with the chain. Oh, and Ironbeard loses it, gets in a big crash. Ironbeard is upside down. Speedball Herman makes it through and will take first place, and that will be it for that one. Ironbeard upside down. John Court and Ross Sungod caught up behind him. And see, they were both looking good coming down into turn 4. And Ironbeard just understeered, looks like, and his speed just caused him to hit the barrier. He got plowed into by John Court, and Ross Sungod behind him could not get around him. 9.2 is no threat of breaking the record there. And after 6 laps, Speedball Herman has 18, Ironbeard with 15, 8 for Ross Sungod, and 7 for John Court. Lap 7 now on pole. On pole we got John T.S. Court and Ross Sungod to his left. Speedball Herman in third position, and Ironbeard in 4th. And they're off. And down the back straightaway, kind of packed up. John Court in the lead. Ross Sungod fight for second. Oh! Speedball takes the lead as it looked like John Court flipped his car. Speedball's got the lead, and Ross Sungod's following him down to the finish line, and we don't see either John Court or James Ironbeard, and yet James got caught behind John Court after turn 3. We'll have to see exactly what happened here on this one. Alright, we see him going down, and it looks like John Court understeered and flipped his car. Speedball Herman got by him, but Raw and James Ironbeard got caught behind him, and Ironbeard looks like pushed Raw through but couldn't make it through himself. That's unfortunate. Alright, with 7 laps done, Speedball Herman's got a nice 23-point gathering, and James Ironbeard at 15. Raw Sungod at 11, and John Court at 7. 10-second lap. Lap 8 now, last lap. Ross Sungod in the pole, James Ironbeard on the outside. And they're off. Coming down now in a tight pack, James Ironbeard again door to door with Ross Sungod. He gets in the lead just before turn 3, makes it through turn 4 and turn 5. James Ironbeard taking him on down to take this lap, which he needed. Ross Sungod second, and Speedball Herman takes third. And there's John Court for 4th. Alright, so nice to see them all finish this lap. 8.2 lap. Right now, let's see. James Ironbeard, ooh. Quite the fight for 3rd place there. Both of them barely staying on the track. Looks like Ross Sungod had a chance to take Ironbeard but couldn't get it done. And Ironbeard straightened up fast on that concrete straightaway to whip it down and take the last lap. James Ironbeard takes 1st place. Ross Sungod takes 2nd, some much needed points, and Speedball Herman will take 3rd on this one. There's people still close to the track. Alright, so after 8 laps, Speedball Herman got a 25 big points, and James Ironbeard with a very respectable 20. Ross Sungod 14, John T.S. Court with 8. Nice showing for most of these guys. Unfortunately for the DNFs, kind of inhibited some of these scores, but great racing all in all. So we're halfway through here at Pacific Coast International Raceway. Racers today have the asterisk. This is the standings before the race. And here are the standings after. So James Ironbeard has moved up into 3rd place nicely. Speedball Herman's in 8th. Crossing God in 18th. So that's pretty good maneuvering there. Next race coming up will be Steve Chase, Ambriella Nova, Papa E, and Dutch Vanderschiff. You don't want to miss it. Hopefully we'll have the presence of Sandy Shore with us again. Thank you for joining us in this race. Don't forget to like and subscribe, tell all your friends. And we look forward to seeing you again at Pacific Coast International Raceway for Race 5 of Group B Rally Madness. You don't want to miss it. Night!